One of the new things that's happened since you ran is there's an increased appreciation for the enormously regressive impacts of inflation, right? And along with a bigger problem with debt. And what I'm just curious about is how the increase in the debt and the cost of the debt and the increased awareness of the pain of inflation changes your approach to UBI. Or are you just saying, look, it's actually not an issue?
Well, this is something that deeply pains me, John, because, I run for president, COVID hits, everyone's like, oh, we have to do something. And then we printed about $6 trillion in response to COVID in the multiple relief acts. And we did send out cash relief checks, which if you do the math, the average American might have received something like $2,900 maybe along those lines. But that doesn't give you the full amount. The full amount would have been something like 17, 18,000 ahead. Like the average American received about 17% of the 6 trillion we printed. So then what happened to the other 83%? We sent it to states, cities. We pumped up the stock market. There was a massive wealth transfer to everyone who is a shareholder because we said, oh, can't let anything happen to them. And so then people look up and say there is inflation, which there has been, and everyone blames the relief checks. And it's like, well, would you blame the 17% or would you blame the 83% on that one? You know what I mean? So then, everyone's share prices continue to go up, and then inflation hit, and then the poor suffer. So it pains me deeply that everyone looks and is like, oh, money in people's hands, that was a problem. It's like, no, it wasn't really it. It was like I think it was all the other stuff we did, and here we are. And so, by the way, the deprivation is now worse than ever. I mean, it's like you can see that. So are there things that need to be done in terms of reining in costs and finding efficiencies in our government? 100%. Is there a lot of room, even if you're very concerned about government spending and the deficit, to do more for the neediest among us? Yeah, there's totally a lot more that we could and should do. And you point out that the enhanced child tax credit, got undone in 2022. I mean, that was heartbreaking because that was something that we were clearly doing that was working. Kids were learning more. There were, there was less domestic violence. There were all these things where you look at it and be like, oh, that was a good thing. And there's room for good things, even with some cost consciousness. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. Please do hit like and subscribe and hit that bell if you want to be notified every time a new episode drops. Thank you.